We're going to have a look now at the one-footed variation. It's exactly the same. It's the two-footed jump, taking off from 1 foot. The biggest difference between the two jumps is that you can generate more momentum with 2 feet because you have the power of both legs. But we're taking off from 1 foot can sometimes be more accurate because you can aim with that other one to the destination a bit quicker. So personal preference really. But for the smaller jumps and the ones going down generally, I prefer to take off from 1 leg. But if you really train it on from 2 feet and 1 leg, you've always got the 2 options to play with. So for the one-footed takeoff, it's very similar to a running jump in that the foot comes from behind and the leg swings all the way through to generate the momentum and give you that distance and speed. So that combined with the arms, same as the two-footed jump, is what will give you your distance on this variation. Always train this from both sides. Again, we want to work on the accuracy and the strength and the power on both sides and try and keep everything symmetrical. Otherwise, again, you end up with one very strong leg and one that's a lot smaller. And it also means if you do get injured at any point, you can also use the other side to help you out too. And again, same as the running jump, you want to be focusing on pushing off the ground with the foot that stays on the floor. So with that back leg swinging through, combining that with the lift of the foot on the ground is what will give you that power, distance, and trajectory in the air. So one of the biggest things to look out for on the one-footed takeoff is that you bring the back foot forwards to meet the front one as soon as possible. So after you've had that push and after you've pushed the body forwards in the space, get that back leg forward to meet the other leg. Otherwise you can end up leaning forward into the jump with just 1 foot forwards. And we should always try and land again both feet at the same time so that if one misses, there's one there for safety. So the way you would usually see that happen is someone would lead from 1 foot and go forward with one, and 1 foot would reach the destination before the other. To try and avoid that, again, we want to get the height trajectory going up, forwards and down, which gives you more time in the air to bring those feet together for the landing. Again, key points for the one-footed takeoff would be to focus on that back leg swinging through. That's what builds the momentum and generates the propulsion forwards. That combined with the little lift of the foot to give you that distance, which also gives you time in the air to bring both feet together rather than leading with 1 foot and landing there with only the 1 foot. So always try and get that height trajectory going up, forwards and down again, even if it's a small jump, to give you time in the air to bring both feet together. Balls of the feet on the landing, both feet same time as always, back nice and straight, good posture. So once you're very confident working on the landing on the concrete, on the floor, next stage from there is working on smaller walls or more accurate landings, where the feet have to be a bit more precise and your accuracy has to be more on point, and eventually building up to rails. Same principles apply. Always work on landing on the balls of the feet, both feet at the same time, so that if one does miss, there's one there for safety. The same principles apply regardless of what you're landing on, even if it's a small rail.